What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys had a great holiday. You guys know what's worse than a Monday? The Monday after the 4th. So we need a little bit of energy today. So today we're gonna be tackling some of the piping on the car. We didn't finish the whole thing last time. We ran into, I guess, well, we just needed parts. So we didn't have our Y pipe for the throttle body just yet. We got it. We just gotta modify it a little bit. And now we just need to finish the lower side of our intercooler. So gotta get this finished up, that finished up. We did order 245s. Gonna have to modify those as well. And other thing too is we got our relocation kit for the alternator. So this is for a truck application. This is exactly what we need. We're gonna go ahead and return the one that's on there right now. So it just sits back a little bit further. And as one guy commented on our YouTube, if that does not work, we might actually have to run with this one and use the water pump from Corvette. So we'll give that a shot. And unfortunately, if we do have to do that, then we'll also have to get the different crank pulley. So we'll get that sorted out. So let's go ahead and get started with the piping up here so we can get this finalized. What we do have to do, I'm gonna move these out of the way. So this is just jammed in there. If I pull it all the way out, it tapers down a little bit. So this has to sit like right there. Problem that we're having is that if I put it on throttle body, it hits the latch. It hits this little spring right here that brings the latch back. So what we might try to do is try to relocate this. We might end up drilling like a hole down here for the spring and then maybe a tiny little hole on the bracket itself so it comes back. Worst case scenario, if that doesn't work, then you're gonna need hood latches for the car. Should work with that. Cut that tab off to give us a little bit more clearance. Drill the hole right next to it, and we're all set. We're gonna clean that up a little bit more. I'm just gonna use the Dremel and then give a little bit of spray just so it doesn't rust at all. Now if we put it right where we need to go, she clears. Look at that. Nice. Welcome back to day 2, guys. Day 2 is a hotter one than what, Monday? Oh, yeah. So we actually had to take a slight break. There was a couple setbacks, but nothing too major. So we were actually working on intercooler piping, as you guys saw in the previous shots. We ended up cutting a couple things bad. Let's just leave it at that. So we got to reorder some more piping. Things got a little complicated here and there. On the bright side, we did get our new alternator bracket. So we tried that on, it works. But we will be ordering a different alternator though, maybe one with like a smaller housing. And we should be all set there. We got our belt for our compressor, so that's good to go. And yeah, so that puts us where we're at right now. So what we are gonna be doing right now is probably planning our oil feed and return for the turbos. So we're obviously running out of space here, and we still gotta fit a couple things in the car. I think next big things are probably gonna be coil packs. We gotta get our oil lines. Our exhaust is probably gonna be the next biggest thing. So I was thinking, I know that we just removed this bracket over here, Justin. So my thought is maybe we put this right here, and there's a hole already in place from that little button that we removed, that clip. Yep. So we can get that on there. Would be easy access for our oil filter. For sure. Then our sandwich plate, got one for sensor, 2 feeds, and then we have an extra one for whatever we need it for later on. Yep. I don't know that we will need it actually. So these two from this location, I think it would be fairly easy. We could probably clock this once it's on here, but if we have this, I don't know if we can clock it though, to be honest. We should be able to. Oh, there we go. So we could probably just use these two coming out straight. We can fasten them to this fuse box. So just to avoid melting all this stuff, we'll wrap them up in foil or some sort of heat protection. And first one goes down to this location. Second line, we can fasten it to the bottom of this bracket, and boom, second location should be right there. Nice and easy feed.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah, and then
there's no heat there, so we're good.
Right. And then the returns, or not the return, yeah, the returns. Yep. So let's take a look at that. That one's gonna be a little bit trickier. All right. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this or not, but it's probably really dark down here, isn't it?
No, it's not horrible.
So I think we're gonna have, can they see this? Where my fingers at, right here?
Yep.
So this is the side of our oil pan. So we're gonna get one bung on each side. We'll have a return right at the top. So as high as we can get it, and we should be able to clear the compressor and then the alternator on this side, so we have a consistent drop. We don't want any dips or any oil slowing down, and you know, we want that thing moving as fast as possible, just for cooling and just so it helps out the turbos. So we will be ordering a 45, maybe a -10 45 for those turbos, so that will give us the direction that we need for both. And that should be all set there. We will have to take this oil pan back off, unfortunately, to get that drilled out, welded. We have the bungs already, so that shouldn't be a big deal. That should be fairly quick.
Yeah.
We'll clean it up and stuff, and we are gonna have to take the engine out anyways. So.
We have to anyway,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, so get the transmission and all that stuff on there once we get it, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. So we are gonna need -10 for our oil pan for our feed and return, and that will then hook up here. So I don't know how much we got here. We'll give that a look, but we might have to order some of this stuff, and then we should be all set. So after that, we should be good to go, right?
Yep.
Cool. So injectors, we'll start thinking about all that good stuff, fuel, and then we still got to figure out the bottom side for the intercooler.
But we could probably crank her, dude.
Yeah, we're getting really close, guys.
Yeah.
This thing is, I'm getting pretty dang excited.
Me too.
We'll definitely fire her up before we have drive shaft and all
for
that
sure.
stuff.
And before, we could probably fire up before the turbos are even on.
Yeah, well, the thing that we're gonna do is we're not gonna connect any intercooler piping and stuff. We're just gonna fire it up as is with nothing just connected, just open throttle body, and we should be good. Anyways, guys, we have a mess here, but we got our pile of stuff to return. We have a few hoses, extra belts that we ordered that just didn't fit. So it's gonna be a little bit of a short video, maybe. I don't know how much footage we got, but nice and sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you guys next week, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.